this isn't the map I was telling you about that I kind of had a surprise on. So yeah, because it's gonna. I need to. I was gonna send you the name of the map, which will kind of give it away, and then it would just be easier if you downloaded it before
Yeah.
and maybe, and then all the mods you're gonna need will you can do that night or
Yeah.
whatever.
Noticing Jason's a little more active in our group chat deal. Does that mean he might have some time to jump in? We'd have to obviously do something friendly to his platform.
Well, I tried that one night. I don't know. Um, I
Oh, that.
think I think I think he got more active in it because FS finally came free.
Oh, well, makes sense. But
Which that should have been another sign that things were coming out because they usually do that so that everybody gets excited. There you are. I gotta go get the dogs. They are barking. They're a pain in the butt. I got Brooks' dog too, so. Um, uh, you can unload this one if you want to. The other thing is, got a field that needs planted. I didn't know what we wanted to plant. We're basically restarting things over. The only thing I didn't that I did redo was Casual's field of sugarcane,
okay.
but we've got a field that we can plant. And I don't know what we want to plant.
Matter to me. Um, do something. It's been a while.
Well, and there's always grass to do eventually. Casual and I had kind of a thing going on how to do the grass on this map, but then we also found out that the silage pile doesn't work the way that we thought it did. So
I guess I also wanted to talk about um, I, I'll send it to you later, but the video that it just came up my recommended, but about the farming simulator competition.
uh,
Like, I mean, this was like in Germany,
yeah,
and it kind of chronicled. I guess it's a competition is failing. It's kind of speed run, kind of speed run.
yeah,
Uh,
yep,
but it was interesting. I mean, like I knew something existed. I just never.
You need to be more forward.
Yeah. Oh, your header is. But anyway, that whole bailing deal, I didn't think that. Well, I mean, it's not all just bailing, but I didn't realize what, like, how would you make a comp and getting that bail, and then harvesting. I don't know. I guess because it was basically done at a kind of a their version of a, in a way, a Husker Harvest Day.
Yeah.
And of course, like, I knew sponsorship guys that kind of chose to follow or sponsor. I mean, it looked fun, but it also looked stressful too. Like, not fun from that point of view.
Well, and I haven't seen it on 22, but I saw it on 19, and I saw some guys screwing around with it on 19. I'm assuming that's probably pretty close to being the same thing.
Well, and see the way they score it and the way it's all how they keep track of the score, and it's live, and the like before the match starts, I guess, tell you which equipment you can or can't use, things like that, and then not fast enough, block you out of thing. That's a strategy.
Mm-hmm.
And then some of the strategies on getting the bales in there quick, quote the first bale or whatever. Bonus.
Yeah.
But the way that it's set up, in a regulatory group or board or whatever, that track of what's who's in the lead or who's scored what point. Obviously it's a modded version of the game. Work.
Mm.
But yeah, I always kind of wondered, like, what the what objective would the score again? Bale and grain would hit. It's just funny though, it was held at actual, like, agricultural houses.
Yeah.
That real farmers turn out to watch it.
Yeah. Well, I haven't heard of them doing it at Husker Harvest Days.
Well, I don't think it probably doesn't really even happen. I mean, I'm sure it does somewhere, but, like, it wouldn't, like, Husker Harvest Days probably wouldn't be the right crowd. Over there, all their stuff's building. Where's the sell point?
Yeah, don't take it to the sell point. We're gonna store it.
Or whatever.
Follow me.
Okay.
I'm kind of resetting this map up, but I'm kind of setting it back up the way that I think it I kind of learned a little bit, I guess, on my birthday stream, and I'm kind of setting it up a little bit um differently. But I want everything like kind of like the base farm is kind of supposed to be in the middle. So when you're running the crops in and everything, or getting more seed, it's all in the middle.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you what. After we'll get this to where it's supposed to go, and then I'll buy two smaller planters, and we'll go plant that next field. And then if nothing else, we'll cut grass, but um, because I'd like to get the silage piles again going again. That was actually this doing the silage was kind of to an extent fun. To an extent, it wasn't. It was a lot of work, but
Yeah.
it was kind of fun to do it with two people. Um,
Well, because it felt like you're getting something. And yeah, it's just
yeah, but then the loaders fill up. Oh, I know why. Because we were using one of those silage choppers, whatever you call them, the
yeah.
foragers, and so it took a while to load both trailers up, um, and then so what Casual and I did is we took turns driving the one piece of equipment, and then we'd get both trailers filled up, and then we'd drive it over together to the silage pile, and which was that part worked fine. Okay, I think here is where I'm gonna put this silo. Okay, do you want red, brown, or white?
Uh, yes, red.
Okay, see if I can maybe put it like that. There you go. Dump it there. And then we were kind of parking everything up here.
I I let Tucker Minecraft.
Uh,
I almost just turned the stream on. See if you'd hop in. You could. Well, maybe I'll do it one time. See.
well, I can't during the workday. These people are so like
Well, not. It would have
stupidly.
been. You would have been home because this would be like at
Oh,
5:30, 6:30.
oh, I'd have been at the gym. I went to the gym tonight. I could have maybe if I
We'll
guess if
hop
I'd
on the
have known, I
treadmill
could
and
have.
then put the
I
phone
could.
on the thing.
Yeah. Well, I could have done that. That's part of it. I'm actually kind of trying to get into doing that. So like if when casuals on and stuff, I can
Yeah.
I can.
Well, normally we'll do the more of the weekend. He asked and he had gotten all. So I mean, I guess earned it per. Well, whatever. Oh, hey, Kevin Jones. And this isn't our normal night, but anyway, so I'll have to do it just so you can see what he's up to. I mean, he he's having fun. That's the point. He hasn't really built anything substantial per se, but made some, I don't know, minecart tracks and got some powered rail. Got them. He's just in creative mode.
Yeah.
He's
Which
still
is fine.
he's still getting. I mean, he's figured the controls out, but he's getting used to them because
Okay, I got us tractors and
okay.
planters,
Um,
and
um,
you'll have to follow me up to get the seed.
But see, at school, or his only other really interaction with the computer, hers, is with the like Chromebooks, which are touchscreen, and he knows mostly. I'm hooked up.
Okay. I was trying to get your permissions done. Oh,
Okay.
I'm gonna wait for the train so we don't get annihilated.
Oh yeah. But also I asked him, having troubles, I could put the controller on, map it, because you can, like this game. But he's like, no, I want the. He read his book, and he has his books next to him to reference certain things.
Yeah.
They're actually, and we found him at the thrift store, but they had him at the library, and he was checking them out. Just got him at the thrift store, like a buck a piece. They're actually like official Mojang licensed from the actual.
Mm-hmm.
They're like from 20, whatever iteration. I mean, I know Minecraft doesn't change, but it does change. Probably doesn't everything.
Well, the only thing you wouldn't have is
enough.
just like some of the newer updates in it, like what to do with the armadillos and.
Well, right, and it has, yeah. I mean, it goes into a lot of detail. Anyway, he was looking it up, but part of it is why I gotta open.
You have to, yeah, you gotta uncover it. I can see it because of the Euro top.
Yeah. Right, shit. I guess I didn't look.
It doesn't really actually. It doesn't matter because you just fill it with seed and then you change it to.
Okay,
whatever.
I didn't think to look. I just thought, oh, it's gonna default to whatever you got, and then, oh wait.
Nope, it's not. So hit the upper left button in
Oh,
under
select.
Y.
Yeah,
You'll
why?
see.
What do you want?
Yeah,
I'm on wheat.
I was thinking of doing soybeans.
I got it.
Well, and I mean, I got that I'm maybe I'll just keep in creative. Then I got what I was working on, um, but I was like, well, maybe I should be playing more of a survival thing for him.
No, it doesn't matter.
Cause that world that I was in the other day, there's a bunch of things I want to do on it. Like, well, I want to build on it, but um, maybe I should just start building. Because I think I'm gonna run Minecraft for a while.
But anyway, I let him do it tonight, because me, it's a little bit also sort of computer skills or keyboarding. Well, using both hands, I guess, because he's still awkward. He can use the mouse, but he's awkward with it. Doesn't until they don't use them at school. Oh, because mouse is looking around stuff, and then got to move with the AS
Mhm.
and your other jumping up a space bar. And I suppose you could map different. I wouldn't know what would feel natural. So he must not care.
Yeah. Well, he's also at that age. If he starts learning that stuff now, um, it'll probably be easier for him to learn and keep it going.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Is then he might want other games, and like I said, we're kind of the oddballs. use use console controllers or controllers to play our games.
Yeah, yes and no. I mean, I think there's quite a few people that switch to PC from consoles, and
Well, sure there.
especially in Farm Sim because of all the mods,
Well, sure they.
um
Yeah, I mean,
and so they use what's comfortable to them. I mean,
and me, it's just a. And sure, if I played more, I could definitely. I can kind of do board for, but like you playing Fortnite and stuff, or say like Call of Duty, or a lot of those high action ones need fast reflex. To me, the controller's a well, depending on how you want to look at it, is probably a disadvantage or
it is.
a mouse.
It depends. Well, it actually depends on because, like you were saying about the mouse that I have, where it's very active.
Yeah.
It also depends on what equipment you have.
Well, yeah, and obviously, if you're wanting to be super top level or just really good, you don't use a wireless mouse. That adds all that. I mean, for me, I wouldn't difference. But yeah, for him and the real world, he's going to have to learn Windows and all that stuff. And of course, they'll eventually at least a little bit of step up and stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's funny and funny that even I'd say young, and I hate to stereotype, but young millennials, so like, oh, we're in that weird middle
Yeah.
thing go.
Yeah.
But
Well, after
um,
this pass, it should get easier because we'll get further and further away from that truck.
yeah, um, but like for example, I had a coworker 2010s, um, and part of it Mac person, but even then, it was like it could barely operate Windows didn't. I mean, some of it was probably the Mac, but heck of a time keyboard and mouse because he used to phone interface, tap and swipe and all that stuff. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
sure even in high school days it was early, but I don't know when. But I mean, early at the time, early 20s and 30s, and wow, like these are just skills that I just took for granted because even though we didn't have much for computers, we were in school. We did, you know, typewriters, but then some forms of computers and had to understand basic keyboard commands and basic mouse stuff and you know
Mm-hmm.
like that's the thing. It's mouse and keyboard productivity or and it is for you too. Your job, you're definitely doing it, but it's like an extension of your hand. Like you don't even know you're doing what you're doing. You know, oh, right click here, left click. I mean, that's another thing. Handing right click, most programs is going to do this and that. So, he's getting a leg up by having this way. But yeah, but it's amazing how and I don't know about current. Yeah, they're exposed to. I don't know if there's gonna be a gap or not, and maybe that gap only exists with like I said, the young millennials, because they were in that transition period of you don't really need a computer at home. Mobile computing, phone, tablet, something.
Mm.
Where maybe now, years obviously they're raised, but coding and other things like that are more taught in school. Access to, they know how to. I don't know, maybe schooling unless you're gonna get like our high school it was business practice. I remember that.
I don't remember what the name of it was called. I just remember going through it.
Yeah, but anyway, it had things like typewriter. It wasn't keyboarding, that was a separate class, but time setting up a printer so you could print something. Those tractor printers, or
Hmm.
when formatting letterhead, mail merge, and that stuff. And that's the kicker is like, well, I don't use a lot of those functions day to day, but like I do and know some of that stuff without knowing it, without
Yeah.
thinking. I mean, I can try, do probably can troubleshoot a print job problem, or
Well, to an extent. Yeah.
well, right, like the basic stuff. You know where
Yeah.
properties is and open the queue. That's the thing. It's like people don't know that stuff anymore because nobody owns a printer at home. I mean, I know you don't, but you have to use one a lot, probably.
Yeah.
But even like
Yeah. And then what's funny is because I know how to troubleshoot it. Um, I might be one of the people called if someone else's like say the secretary's computer or printer is down. I might be one of the people that maybe asked to come help get things fixed back up instead of calling like IT or
yeah.
calling the printer guy, seeing if I can't get it before we have to make that call and
Well,
spend some money.
even if you're having, I mean, you can, I mean, just like learning more now because